I left my landlocked Swiss cuckoo lifestyle and became officially homeless. I chose to live on a boat and sail the world, never having a fixed address. I went from Portugal, France, along the Mediterranean coast of Spain, stopping in Barcelona, Valencia, Cartagena, and Gibraltar. Then across to Tangier, Morocco, in Africa, and out in the big, bold Atlantic to Lanzarote, part of the Canary Islands. Lanzarote is the easternmost island of the Canary archipelago. It was formed by volcanoes millions of years ago. Irony aside, it's also known as the Island of 100 Volcanoes. The 150,000 residents live mostly from tourism, yet the island is home to ingenious winemakers who have come to create delightful wines from the volcanic soil. And the way they do it is really unique. Me and Dan were going to continue to Cape Verde, but we had a couple of issues to fix. And unfortunately, Daniel had to get back to France to prepare more boats. It was fine by me to stay here. Dan had rented a car, and after he left, I ventured around the island alone. The Canaries are duty-free, so gas, booze, and cigarettes, as well as the rental car, are very cheap in comparison to the mainland. It's awesome. Originally, the islands were inhabited by Guanches, native islanders who are believed to have come from North Africa, most of whom were killed or put into slavery by the Spanish conquistadors. Yet the blood lineage of the Guanches exists. Of the remaining descendants, they are said to be incredibly robust. In other words, just super tough motherfuckers. My home for the past several weeks has been here at Marina Lanzarote, a brand new facility with, I must point out, the best showers. As well, the folks that are moored here are mostly locals and world travelers, as opposed to weekend cruisers. Going to see a friend named Jean, a fellow Swiss guy, and he's proposing to make a fondue with Spanish cheeses. He's taken off going around the world on his Joshua boat. Here it is. It's a cement boat, man, and he's come down from Brittany in France with it so far, and next he's going to Cape Verde too, and then he's going to cross over. He's got a big plan. Well, you're going to meet him. He's a character.
Le caclon est prêt.
Le pain est coupé.
Frotter le caclon, couper l'ail, râper le fromage.
We're in Jean and Armel's boat, the Joshua boat, and he's making a fondue, of all things. That's fucking crazy, man. With Spanish cheeses.
C'est du French Gruyère.
C'est très soft, c'est de la bière, et puis tout d'un coup il va dans les alcools forts.
Les alcools forts.
Voilà, allez taper dedans direct. Hein.
One of his sailing stories is when his previous boat was towed a few hundred meters by a local fisherman. According to law, if anyone saves a boat, they have the right to the value of the boat in cash. These dude knew this and asked Jean for 27,000 euros. He refused, and his boat was sequestered for 8 months. Until they went to court, and he got his boat back. No fee. So Marina Lanzarote is my new home for the next few weeks. The staff is very cool. There's a good selection of eats, decent Wi-Fi, as long as you position your boat in the right berth, and a wicked nightclub on the weekends. At about 15 euros a night, all included, it's friggin' awesome. I needed help to make a custom bowsprit for my massive mantis anchor, and that's how I met a Frenchman named Jean-Yves. He had a metal shop, but was now working independently to help out sailors. We spent a lot of time figuring out what to do. He also helped me remove my manual oil pump and tool the cab for it. It was the source of an oil leak. What's cool about mooring here is that you're in the city, and the industrial area offers just about any part or service you'll need to prepare your boat to continue on your journey. I'm going to pick up my alternator, which had the regulator replaced or fixed. That was what was wrong, why my alternator wouldn't charge my batteries. So I'm going to this Carrera and Torres electrical workshop. Simone perked right up. She's charging 14.5 volts, 2.7 amps, both counters, and she's just purring. And so far I see no leaks or anything. So I'm pretty pleased. We'll run a little bit and then see what happens. It looks pretty damn good. Jean-Yves had another skill up his sleeve. He was a pilot. Well, Yaniv and I were going to go on a flight in his ultralight, but the weather is not being cooperative. We're going to do it another day.
But in reality, when you are in the air, you don't move the wing, but you move the weight of the chariot. In reality, in the air, when you move like that, it's the chariot which you move on the side or front or back.
Okay.
And that makes that change in the center of gravity of the machine goes. Quand t'accélères, la poussée, tu la sens. I'm a pendular pilot from all my life,
yeah.
With the hang gliding without motor, which I do also, but I love this kind of flying. It's wonderful. You get the control of the position of the machine. When the air is a little bit moving, this machine is particularly agreeable to steer. It's wonderful. It has a perfect response in the air.
Wow.
And it's beautiful. The Quicksilver is like a normal plane. It has. Here you see, okay? And here on the feet, the rudder. The pendular ones are a little bit more difficult because then it becomes very, very tiring, very rough to pilot in very hard conditions. The one which has the handle is easier to steer in bad conditions. But here we have an autogear.
Un petit hélico?
No.
What is it?
The autogear has the difference with the helicopter. That's the rotor has no engine. You just connect a little bit the rotor to the engine with a special system to get the rotor taking speed when you are on the piste before starting. Then when you have that speed, the motor is no more connected to the rotor. So it's the speed which makes the rotor turn. The system is the same as the helicopter, but in the gyrocopter, it's just the speed which makes turning the rotor, which has been invented by a Spanish man, Juan de la Sierva, inventor del gyrocopter.
Do you know how to pilot this?
No.
No.
It's exactly the same concept as a plane.
Okay.
This, the handle, yes.
Ah, yeah.
The handle makes the rotor lateral like that. And then on the pedals, you also have the rudder.
Yeah.
Which makes that you can turn like that. It's like on the plane. On the plane, the aileron doesn't make you turn.
No.
They make the wings do that. With the gyrocopter, it's the same. This will make an inclination, but then, once you have the inclination, the rudder makes you turn. You know what are those big tubes that you can see there?
Looks like a torpedo.
No.
A missile.
A missile. You see the letters? This one comes from Russia. Those letters are CCCP. And this one is an American one. It was a project from César Manrique. He wanted to make a sculpture for peace with two missiles, a Russian one and an American one, fitted together.
Yeah.
And then he never realized the project But the authorities of Lanzarote had already bought the 2 missiles. And they are there. It's a nice story, no?
Good story. Jean-Yves and I had anchor business to attend to. He brought over a scrap metal model of a bowsprit he designed to test out.
Si on veut une maquette, faut qu'on l'essaye vraiment.
Bah oui.
complètement.
And we tested. And tested. The anchor arm is really long and hits the furlor going down. And the same happens coming back up. Not good. Otherwise, the model works really well.
C'est pas mal, hein?
Bah, c'est pas mal, sauf que, regarde, à la sortie, si on va trop lentement, on coince sur le boulon droit.
The plan is to make the real thing out of stainless steel based on the model with necessary adjustments. I've not been able to anchor anywhere and test out my Mantis anchor. There's a few nice anchorages in Lanzarote that I want to check out, so I'm really looking forward to getting this issue sorted out.
Il faut remonter de 25 mm.
Since it's a moving part with delicate balancing points in a restrained space, it's sort of an engineering challenge. As well, it has to hold on to a 10-ton boat that sways up, down, and sideways. I'm sure glad I have Jean-Yves to help me get this done. One of the lifeline stanchions had come loose from the strain of the Genoa sheet. The head of the aluminum screws had broken and had to be drilled out. I put new screws through the deck and fastened them below. Then a welcome break from boat projects came along.
All right, brother Steph is here. There he is.
My bro Steph had packed his bags and came to hang out with me. We hadn't seen each other since Valencia. We went out to check out Arrecife, just walking around. As my luck would have it, behold, before me another festival. It's Canaries Day. As far as luck goes, I've got it on my side for local festivities. There was local music, tapas, and beer for just €1 each. So we enjoyed the music and the view. And we didn't get back to Galapan till sunrise. But that's another story.